Our body knows how to heal, but as we age, it can sometimes struggle to keep up, and injuries, aches, and pains come a-knocking. Kane's Deer Velvet is packed full of amazing nutrients that the body uses in maintaining the immune system, bones, joints, circulation, and general well-being. Simply replenish the nutrients, healing happens, and you are left to get on with living your life to the full or going on those big runs. Find out more at canesdeervelvet.com, www.canesdeervelvet.com, and use the code STAGRAW252 for a 20% introductory discount. That address again, www.canesdeervelvet.com, but just go into the bloody show notes. John Reid, the Dart Valley, Lake Wakatipu, back in 1930. This one's a 5x5. The length is 22 5/8 by 22 5/8, so beautiful even length. 22-inch spread and a 17 5/8 span. Basal snags 6 and 5 on the left and 5 and 1 on the right. So the forward top is 12 6/8 by 12 5/8. Beautiful. Back tine is 9 5/8 by 9 1/8. There's an off back tine on the left, which is 2 1/8. First off forward on both sides, 5 6 by 5 6. Jeez, this is beautiful. And a second off forward on the right hand side, which is 5 2/8. The total there is 172 3/8. So the trophy depicted above is not this particular specimen, but was shot by the very same person in the same area. Alexander Reid purchased the property in the Dart River area known as Arcadia in 1919. John Reid, or Jack as he was called, happened to be Alexander's son and secured both trophies in question in the lower Dart Valley in the vicinity of his home. Location. Both trophies hung in the Glenorchy Hall for a number of years. The larger of the two, the score sheet for which is displayed above, eventually disappeared from the hall some years ago. Again, what are you doing? This is a common theme, across the big game records. Low standard behaviour from certain individuals out there nicking other people's trophies. Does it really mean that much to you? Having somebody else's trophy that's, you're not related to and you've stolen? Anywho, according to the late Alan Harrison, a visiting overseas sportsman, inverted commas, was the, inverted commas, suspected culprit by some of the locals, but this was only based on assumption. What a dick. Arcadia was eventually sold to Lloyd Viant in 1951 and remains in the family to this very day. I think that's 2001 that this was made, or maybe 2006 even. Local knowledge is a great weapon for success, and the next trophy to be discussed was, in fact, taken by James T. Vent, a grandson of Lloyd. Jack Reid was obviously a keen hunter himself, as his success indicate. The trophy depicted here scores 160 3/4 on the Douglas system and was taken in 1935, just 5 years after his securing of the larger one, which, as we said, was 172 3/8. Later, when the Vents took the property over, Lloyd's wife interacted very well with the whitetails, developing their trust and actually feeding them on the lawn at Arcadia. She was a great campaigner for the moratorium. Of course, you see those Yanks and the likes of Virginia feeding out on the edge of the corn in their tree stands. And, the whitetails appear to respond to that quite well. So, controversy doesn't end with the big game records. People stealing stuff. Anyway, we're going to that mentioned James T. Vent from the Dart Valley, Lake Wakatipu, in the year 2000 next, and we'll see you there. This series of the Big Game Records is from Volume 4, the Rusa, Sambar and Whitetail, written and compiled for the New Zealand Deer Stalkers Association Incorporated by D.Bruce Banwell. It was published by the Halcyon Press, a division of Halcyon Publishing Limited. Copyright D.Bruce Banwell 2006, first published 2006. All rights reserved.